I'm going to make a very simple lamb souvlaki. So what I need to do first of all is marinate the lamb. So to do that, I've got 80 ml of olive oil. I've got a lemon cut in half. I'm going to use the juice from that. Half a teaspoon of ground cumin, half a teaspoon of smoked paprika, 2 teaspoons or heaped teaspoons of crushed garlic, or you can substitute that for 2 cloves of crushed garlic, 2 medium-sized red onions, just chopped roughly. Got salt and pepper, just for a bit of seasoning, so we'll taste it. And then normally you would have a teaspoon of dried oregano or dried thyme, a teaspoon of each, but at the moment I don't have any in the garden, so I'm just using Italian herbs, cheating a little bit because it has a couple extra herbs in there, but for this simple recipe and for use at home, it'll substitute for it, it'll do. And then I have the for the lamb, I've got 2 lamb fronts which I've just cubed up. They'll actually marinate just nicely. It's not a bad cut to use. Normally you can use like the leg or the shoulder and then marinate it and cook it over the grill. One important thing that you'll need, obviously the skewers for later on, but it's also going to be a Ziploc bag, because we're going to put everything in there. It's all going to marry together. When we put it in the fridge, it keeps all the juices in the bag as well, and so when we come out tomorrow to actually cook it on the grill, it's just kept the flavour in there, so I highly recommend this. Anyway, it's time to make the mix. So to make the actual marinade, get yourself another bowl, and what we're going to do is we're going to put all the ingredients in there. So first of all, let's get the olive oil in there, the 80 ml of olive oil. Get the ground cumin, the paprika. Let's get the garlic in there. We'll get the herbs in there, and we're going to squeeze the lemon. These lemons don't really have pips in them, so just squeeze it over the top. It's just going to run straight in there. Get all that juice in. It just drips in there. Alright, and in it goes. Wipe the hands. So before we put the onion in there, because it's going to get in the way, we're just going to whisk it. So give it a good whisking. Let those flavours get in there, a nice little colour to it. Let's taste it. Bit of salt. Let's get some cracked pepper in there. A couple of good grinds. Twist that up. That's good now. So now we're going to add in those onions. Just break them up, use the whisk. So it's now quite thick. Let's get the lamb in there. Really get a bit of a once over. Get them to know each other. And we're going to get our bag. Get our marinara mix, not a marinara, marinade, a lamb marinade into the bag. You can use a spoon, or you can just use your hands. Get that mix in there. Okay. And then squeeze the air out. Probably the important thing. So effectively you want to create like a vacuum seal. I mean, if you've got a food saver, vacuum seal, perfect thing to do with marinades. I've put it in there. So there we go. our lambs are in there, and what we're going to do is we're going to pop it in the fridge overnight so that all those flavours can just push through into that lamb. And then tomorrow what we'll do in the next video is we're going to put it on the skewers and then put it on the grill. So see you then.